What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there today. We're talking about our top 20 quarterbacks here for Week 5 fantasy football. It's been another one of those crazy weeks, right? We're dealing with positive tests in New York with the Jets, and we're always watching what's going on in Tennessee, and it's leading to a lot of question marks here heading into the weekend on what we should actually do at the quarterback position. Now, we saw Tom Brady and Nick Foles go out there Thursday Night Football, not really set the world on fire, right? We actually saw Tom Brady struggle on a game-winning drive, which is not something that we're really accustomed to here in fantasy football. But hey, it's 2020, right? But without wasting any more time, let's hit into our top 20 quarterbacks here, and we're going to kick it off right now at number 20. And it's going to be Daniel Jones right here at number 20. Not that I love Daniel Jones at all this year, but the matchup is just too good to ignore, right? Going up against the Dallas Cowboys, one of the worst defenses in all of the NFL. Hoping for some garbage points here, but hoping you really don't have to start Daniel Jones. Got him at number 20. Number 19, Jimmy Garoppolo, San Francisco 49ers. All signs pointing to him returning here this week, which is great news. Going up against the Miami Dolphins. Plus, he should have weapons at his disposal, right? Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, and others. Give Jimmy G a safer floor. Got him at 19. Number 18, his opponent in that game, Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Miami Dolphins. Now, I talked about this in the start-sit video. Fitzmagic either gets you 8 or he gets you 40 points. Not a horrible matchup, and if Jimmy G can come back, put some points on the board, Fitzpatrick could be forced to throw all 4 quarters. Got him right here, number 18. Number 17, Derek Carr, Las Vegas Raiders, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I may be one of the only Derek Carr truthers out here that talks about it, and maybe I'm still underrating him, to a certain extent here in 2020. He's yet to throw an interception in a game going up against Kansas City, which is not ideal. However, this guy continues to produce a safe floor on a weekly basis with limited weapons. Got Derek Carr at 17. 16, Jared Goff, Los Angeles Rams, going up against the football team of Washington. Now, Goff struggles with consistency, right? He does great in tough matchups, and he struggles in the easier ones. This one of those easier ones, possibly looking for a little bit more of a boomer bust week for Jared Goff. Got him at 16. Number 15, Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons, going up against the Panthers, and the biggest issue I have with Matt Ryan is the health of his weapons, right? He really looked out of sorts without Julio Jones second half last week and really locked on to the likes of Olamide Zaccheaus while ignoring Calvin Ridley and others in that offense. Has me a little bit concerned about this offense as a whole in Atlanta. Got Matt Ryan dropped down a few spots to 15. Number 14, the rookie, Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. He gets a primetime matchup Monday Night Football against Drew Brees and the Saints. Does Michael Thomas return this week? If he does, that's going to allow the Saints to keep their foot on the gas pedal and continue to score points, which is great because we want Justin Herbert to continue to throw the ball. No Austin Eckler, maybe we see more Keenan Allen. Got Justin Herbert at 14. Number 13, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals, going up against the Baltimore Ravens. A difficult test for the rookie, right? However, he's handled everything that's been thrown at him so far in this young season, and he continues to throw the ball a lot. Got Joe Burrow right here, number 13. Number 12, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. It's good to have the Steelers back in our fantasy lineups after having a week break from the COVID last week. And now we get Big Ben going up against the Eagles, who is not the easiest of matchups, but when you look at the weapons that Big Ben has on a weekly basis with Juju, Deontay Johnson, James Washington, James Conner in the backfield, and they put those guys in positions to succeed, the floor is going to be safe for Big Ben. It's a home game, if that matters in 2020, but got Big Ben right here, number 12. Number 11, Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints. Just talked about Justin Herbert in that matchup against Drew Brees on Monday Night Football against the Chargers. And like I mentioned earlier, does Michael Thomas come back? One thing we liked to see last week from Drew Brees is he started to look for other targets in that offense. Traquan Smith, Emmanuel Sanders. If he's without Michael Thomas again, that involvement of other wide receivers gives him that safer floor. Got him right here, number 11. Number 10, Gardner Minshew. I've forgiven him for his poor performance 2 weeks ago because last week he showed what he could do once again when DJ Chark is in the lineup. Last time I checked, DJ Chark's going to be there this week against a decent matchup going up against the Houston Texans. Gardner Minshew is currently a top 10 quarterback in all of fantasy, and I expect it again this week. Got him at number 10. Number 9, Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings. Sunday Night Football here for the Vikings and Seahawks. And listen, we've seen the Seahawks put up points pretty easily majority of the season. The reason Kirk Cousins is this high, I like how he's involving Justin Jefferson, and the possibility of a shootout in this game is going to be there. Got Kirk Cousins, number 9. Number 8, Teddy B. Teddy Bridgewater, Carolina Panthers, going up against the Atlanta Falcons, who basically don't have anybody to play defense right now. Teddy B's protected the ball. He's looked great. Has he gone out there and really overperformed? No, but he's not turning the ball over, and he's putting up solid numbers. Love the matchup this week. Got Teddy B at number 8. Number 7, Deshaun Watson, Houston Texans, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's had some tough matchups here the past few weeks against Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Now he gets Jacksonville. I'm looking for Deshaun Watson to start to trend up higher towards these rankings as the season continues and as the schedule gets a little bit easier this week. Got him at number 7. Number 6, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, going up against the Tennessee Titans on Tuesday night. Tuesday night for this game. Do not forget that, and make sure it's something we pay attention to, right? We need to continue to get some negative tests in Tennessee. That's the reason this game has been pushed back so far. However, as of right now, it looks like the game's going to be played, and if it's played, Josh Allen's going to be one of the best quarterbacks once again in fantasy football here in Week 5, going up against Tennessee. The rushing upside of Josh Allen, plus this offense is just clicking, right? Stephon Diggs looks great in this offense. Got Josh Allen number 6. Number 5, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. In this game, we need to pay super close attention to. A member of the Jets has tested positive for the virus, which means that opens the possibility this game could be postponed, delayed, moved, canceled, whatever may happen. You need to make sure you have a plan B, because if you own Kyler Murray, you're dependent probably on starting Kyler Murray. He's one of the best fantasy quarterbacks out there, and this is a great matchup, but make sure, like I said, have a plan B just in case. Until we hear differently, though, Kyler Murray sitting right here, number 5. Number 4, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys, a matchup against the Giants, and pretty much the only thing Dak Prescott does these days is throw touchdowns and throw for over 400 yards. Just because the defense is so bad, he's constantly having to play from behind and make up the difference. This week against the Giants, maybe they don't have that issue. He still has a super solid floor and is a top 5 fantasy quarterback every single week. This week, got him at number 4. Number 3, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, and a lot of people were concerned earlier in the week because they saw Lamar Jackson on the injury report. Don't worry, they've already come out and said he's 100%, he's good to go here this weekend. Got Lamar Jackson, number 3. Number 2, Russell Wilson, Seattle Seahawks, Sunday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings, and Russ just continues to go out there and throw touchdowns in bunches. Yes, whenever he's played at home this year, he's thrown for at least 5 touchdown passes. I know there's no home crowd out there rooting him on, but he plays better in Seattle. They're in Seattle this week against Minnesota, like Russell Wilson. Got him at number 2. That leaves number 1, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, with a matchup going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. A great matchup for Mahomes, and I mean, really, I shouldn't have to tell you all the reasons why Patrick Mahomes could be the number 1 fantasy quarterback here in Week 5. Love the matchup. Going to keep him right here, number 1 here this week. All right, so those are my top 20 quarterbacks here, Week 5 fantasy football, and hopefully they helped you make a few of your decisions. I'm sure a lot of you guys have questions out there, especially about Cam Newton, right? Because you don't see him in my top 20. Why is that? Well, as of right now, he hasn't been cleared to play. The game has been moved back till Monday, but it's something we need to monitor here throughout the weekend. With it being a Monday Night Football game, make sure you have a backup plan ready to go. If you don't know by the time the games start on Sunday whether Cam Newton is playing or not, you may want to take the safer option and throw in the surefire bet on Sunday. If Cam plays, and that's announced in time, he'll slot in right around number 10 or so here in my rankings, just so you guys have that information just in case. But hopefully you had a great week this week. Looking forward to another great weekend of football. We enjoyed talking to you guys. Looking forward to the live show here Saturday night, 9 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that. Appreciate all the support here at the channel. Have a great one. We'll talk to you later.